Hey anyone and everyone, this is Kim the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do a collective oracle for today, Friday, September 27th, 2024. You may follow me on the book, the Insta, the talk, or the tube, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, fabulous. If some of it does not, please leave it on the table for someone else. We just don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you. We've got Heart's Hidden Secrets, Amazon. Yes, I have 2 copies of that as well. I said I had a problem. I said I had a problem a long time ago. I probably have like 300 decks. I don't even know. I haven't counted them. And I gave a few away to my friend like 2 weeks ago. One card on the table. Okay, that one we're going to let go. 2 cards on the table. That was hanging on by a prayer. That's right. Whew. We're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about this. Let me tell you. I got things to say about this first card. Three cards on the table. Okay, that was weird. Like, it flipped the card, showed me the card, and then it went back down and it did not fall out of the deck. And I don't even remember what card it was. It was like a camera or something? Clarity. Clarity. Truth, intentions, and honesty. I think that was supposed to fall out with this. It didn't fall out though. It flipped over. I saw it was a camera, and then it flipped back over and it stayed. Okay, the cards are doing weird things today. Watch the affirmations from this morning. There were 2 cards in there that were not there. I'm not even kidding. I still want to know where the hell they came from because I touched those cards and there was no second card. He's telling me I'm delusional, but he thinks it's funny. That is all the dogs in the neighborhood barking. I feel really bad for the dogs in the neighborhood because a lot of people leave their dogs out all fucking day and night, every day, no matter the weather, and this is the Midwest, and we have a lot of coyotes. Like, I don't know how these people's dogs aren't dying one by one. I just don't get it. Sorry, I didn't say that to trigger anybody. I seriously don't get it. Like, I couldn't, like, I don't even want to, like, let my cats be half in, half out. You know what I mean? I have a friend who her cats come and go. Like, I just don't understand that. I don't get that. First of all, fleas. Like, mm, mm, mm. Second of all, one day your cat shows up after being gone for a month and they have, like, no leg. Like, come on. I would be horrified. We got 5 cards on the table. 6 cards on the table. 7 cards on the table. Eight cards on the table. We're going to do 2 more shuffles here. I'm going to set these on the sill. All right, we got 9 cards. We've got apology. We've got releasing. We've got broken. Stress. Breaking point. Healing. Clinging. Stage 5 clinger. Wedding Crashers. Like one of the best movies ever made. Nourish. Silence. Bottom of the deck. Feminine, masculine, doesn't matter. Take how it resonates. This is you, baby doll. Man or a woman. This is you. So I'm just going to say this. Because obviously someone is upset and stressed over receiving an apology or giving an apology. But I feel more like receiving an apology. I posted a few weeks ago, maybe even a few months ago now, on my talk that, you know, after what the ex-best friend did to me and all the shit she put me through, and recognizing the fact that probably at least the last 15 years of our friendship was false. She was wearing a mask. I posted something on TikTok saying I deserve an apology. I deserve an explanation, and I deserve an apology. And do I still feel that way? Yes, I do. Do I ever think I'm going to get that apology? Absolutely the fuck not. I don't think I'm ever going to get. No. Eventually, at some point, you got to release that. And don't get me wrong, it's hard. Okay, 2 years later, I'm not going to say that I think about what happened on a daily basis, but usually when I do think about it on any given day, I think about it on and off that whole day. And then, like, the next 3-4 days, I might not think about it. That's okay. That's fine. You're allowed to remember. You're allowed to think about your past. You're allowed to look at memories, good and bad. This is your life. These are things that you experienced. You are always allowed to look on that and reflect on that. And if you can take something positive from that, all the fuck better. Seriously, all the fuck better. It's only going to help you in the end. But at some point, you have to recognize that people aren't going to come back. Because I can tell you all day that somebody's thinking about you and they want to come back. But how many of you are going to actually message me and tell me they came back? oh my God, Kim, they came back. Because I can tell you right now, I have not. I had I had two people last year, three people technically, try to come back into my life. One was the friend whose boyfriend physically assaulted me with the intent of sexual assault in 21. She apologized for not believing me. She wanted to rekindle our friendship, and I was not interested. And I'm still honestly not interested. I mean, I love her. I hope she does really well, and I hope her two kids are okay. But I don't really want to rekindle that friendship. I just don't. And maybe I'll change my mind next year. I mean, who knows? The guy that raped me in January of 23, I met him on OkCupid, and we talked for a couple weeks, and I went to meet him at his house like an idiot, thinking that a 60-year-old man would not be a rapist. I was wrong. Um, and actually, I'm just gonna be honest. I didn't think he was gonna let me leave his house. Like I mean, I didn't have to fight to get out of there, but I really thought like I wasn't gonna be able to get out of there. Like I literally ran to my car. I'm not even kidding. Um, and I know he would not look at what he did as rape, but it was rape. Like like when I tell you that I went there and I probably hadn't even shaved my legs, like seriously. Like there was absolutely no intention. There was actually no conversation where we talked about any of that type of stuff to the point where like I, thought something was going to happen. And there was a guy I met online last year that I messed around with a couple times, like January, February of last year. And he tried to come back in August and then I think again like in October, and I was just starting like, well, in July I just started my celibate journey, and I was like, no, 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 go away. But other than that, like most people that I know, they don't come back. The ex-best friend hasn't come back. The loser she set me up with hasn't come back. Um there were the guy that I was seeing for like 4 or 5 months last year hasn't come back. I think he's in a relationship with a woman. He seems pretty happy from what I could tell. Um, Congratulations to him and his lady. I I hope they're still together. Um, there was another guy that I kind of messed around with. Um, he didn't come back. Like my ex-husband's not trying to get me back. Like most people, when things don't work out with past people, like they move on at some point. If from the cards, it looks like you went through something stressful. It looks like you went through something that was heartbreaking. Whatever it was, you were overwhelmed. You reached your limit. You decided to heal yourself. I don't know if you were spying on someone or somebody spying on you or both, but you decided to work on yourself, which is really the best thing that you could do. Maybe right now you're radio silent, you're doing your own thing, you're healing, whatever. That's fine. I too am kind of going through a period. I haven't posted anything on my personal Facebook where all my friends and family are in like a week and a half. I mean, other than a health and wellness thing for Sunday, but and a thing about animals in the hoods of your car when it's cold outside. Other than that, like I haven't posted anything personal because I just don't want anybody to know what I have going on. It's none of their business. Um, I get it. Somebody hurt you. You want an explanation. You want an apology. But I got to be honest. You more than likely you're never going to get it. And even if you do get it, I mean, you could be talking years later. I watched a read. from one of my favorite readers. He's a male, a black male, very, very nice guy, very funny, very intuitive. Um, he's picked up on my energy like so many freaking times, like it's unbelievable. Um, he said on there, there was he did a I think it was a collective. I don't think it was a sign. He did a collective, and he said, "You want me to be honest? I picture this person coming back a really long time from now." And he said, "Do you want to hear how long it's going to take for them to come back?" And I'm sitting there listening to him, and he goes 10 to 15 years. Listen, y'all, what happened to me in 2022 was the most horrible experience of my life with the ex-best friend and the man she set me up with. Um, if they were to come back 10 years later with some kind of an apology, looking for forgiveness, first of all, I hope I'm not even in the same place in 10 years. I hope I have a different phone number in 10 years. Like 10 years? And then to think 15 years? Because you want me to be honest? You want me to be brutally honest? It has been 2 years since I've over 2 years now since I've seen her. And for her to come back now, absolutely the fuck not. Absolutely the fuck not. If he wanted to come in with an apology, I would listen to it. I'm not going to forgive him for anything. He can go to God for that. And the same goes for her. I wouldn't even listen to her. She has no chance in hell of me listening to her. And it's not because I'm afraid of her. I'm not afraid of her. I could squash her like a fucking bug if I wanted to. I mean, and I don't mean to be mean or disgusting or anything like that, but like she's in a wheelchair. Like other than the fact that she can try and run me over, I could beat the hell out of her more than she could beat the hell out of me. I have no interest. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't need to see her. I don't need the apology. You can go on with your life way over there. I'm going to go on with my life way over here. We are absolute fucking strangers. And again, I'm not going to lie, like I said, I looked at her Facebook 3 times in 2 years. I think I was talking about this yesterday. I looked at her Facebook 3 times in 2 years. There's nothing on there for me to see. And after the third time I was like, I don't even know why I do this. Like it doesn't do it. Like it doesn't do anything. It doesn't make me feel better about the situation. And quite honestly, every single picture I had of her, I burned. Every single item that she ever gave me as a gift, every single item that I have of hers, I burned it. I burned it. The only picture I have with her in it is a class photo where I'm standing behind her and she's sitting in a chair. And I posted it to my TikTok and I posted it to my blog and I said, "This is me standing behind my rapist." That is the absolute only picture I have of her. And that's just because I loved all the other people, all the other kids in that picture. I don't ever expect her to come in with an apology. I don't ever expect her to come in with any type of communication whatsoever. She's a coward. She's a narcissistic coward. And she has the mentality of probably a 12-year-old girl. I believe she's schizophrenic. She's mentally ill. Sociopath, probably. I have. Let me tell you, when that mask fell, when I saw who she really was, no. Oh, nope. Nope. That's okay. Mm. I I think about her friends and her family that don't know, that are still susceptible to that energy, where she could go off on them at any second. And I hope to God that they wake up and they realize and they walk away. What I really wish is that somebody would tell her, you need to go into a hospital for therapy. Like you need therapy. Like there's something wrong with you. That's because that's what she really needs. And it all just stems from not being able to heal. Like she doesn't want to heal from whatever happened to her in her past. I've said before, I'm pretty sure she was molested as a kid. I mean, it makes sense. Her sister supposedly was. It would just make sense. I mean, she's in a wheelchair. She's susceptible, you know? She wouldn't be able to defend herself. Not like a regular person. She needs to heal. And the other thing is I haven't talked to her in 2 years. She could have healed. She could be over there healing. She could have went to 2 years worth of therapy. I have no idea. That is what I wish for her. But again, even if she were to come back and say, hey, I got therapy, I'd be like, congratulations. Click. It's over. It's done. It's in the past. It's been 2 years. I have no interest. None. Absolutely the fuck not. The only reason why I say this is because whoever you are, you need to let it go. And I know, like I said, it takes everybody time. It takes everybody time. Everybody does it in their own time. Make sure when you are living in your silence that you're not living in your silence. And by that I mean, if you don't want to post to social media, if you don't want people to know what you're doing, that's fine. That is more than fine. This is your life, baby. But do not go outside. Do not go hang out with other friends. Do not look for love. If this is a lover situation, if this is something to do with your family, don't not talk to your other family. I just had an epiphany. um Within reason. Don't close yourself off from a world, a beautiful world that needs you in it. Again, it's okay to go radio silent. Like I said, I'm currently doing the same thing, other than being on here for work. But I still went to the museum the other weekend. I tried to hang out with my friend on Wednesday. She didn't want to because she didn't. Well, whatever. Um, Tomorrow morning I'll get up early and go to the beach and watch the sunrise. Sunday is the wellness thing at 2 towns over. I'm gonna go do that in the morning. Like I get out and do things. I may love being at home, but I love going out and doing what I want to do. Don't not do what you love to do because you think you need to closet yourself away, because you think you need to hide. Do not ever hide for someone else. Do not ever shrink your voice for someone else. When I talk about the ex-best friend, I talk about the ex-best friend to every fucking person I ever meet. The last day, the last day that I worked before I went on the Friday before I went on vacation, I was picking at a pick station next to this young woman who I absolutely adore, a real sweetheart, and we started talking and I was like, "Hey, we started talking about spirituality and stuff, and she's like, "Well, you really blew my mind because like I don't talk to people about this stuff." And I said, "Well, you can talk to me. I'm not going to tell anybody. It's, nobody's business." Which is why I'm not getting into specifics here. But I told her the story about the ex-best friend. I said, "Do you want to hear about crazy shit that happens to me? Here's the worst thing that ever happened to me." And she goes, "Your best friend of 30 years did that to you?" I said, "Yeah, but I like to think it was a fucking demon." Like, I tell everybody I meet about the ex-best friend. And when I talk to people in person, I use her name. I tell them where she used to live. I tell them where she lives now. I am not quiet about speaking my truth at all because I'm sure she's over there making up lies. Primo. Real classy. Real classy. So I'm sitting here telling my truth. You know who else knows I'm telling the truth? Don't hide yourself away. Don't shrink your voice. Be who you are always. And let whatever this is go. Again, when you're ready, let it go. Because you're only going to experience a freedom. You're going to have a weight lifted off your chest. I mean, don't look at me because I have allergies right now, so I feel all funky. But seriously, you're going to feel like a new person. You're going to feel reborn when you let that shit go. And always keep working on you. Self growth, self focused, soul finding. I'm going to let it stand at that. I've ranted on enough. I had more to say than the cards actually had to say, honestly, because this is pretty cut and dry for me. I hope it resonated or not. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was a lesson of some kind. Um, I hope, if anything, you found it entertaining. I will talk to you guys later. I hope everybody has a fabulous Friday. Bye.